I've been talking to Seth about being the executive producer on the show. Lummy, we're gonna break.
What have you heard, Lummy?
Yeah. You know what? I think you're right, Seth. I think we throw it over to you, Lummy, and we say, like, what have you heard?
Well, I mean, yeah, I got some text messages, I think about 5:30 Central Time yesterday, which was always nice. After
You didn't get any on Friday?
Oh, we talked on Friday.
We did?
Yeah, I called in the show.
You did?
Yeah. He told me how much of a dick I was for being gone, even though Macho Man screwed me over. But
yeah, have you took that up with Macho Man? I mean, Macho Man was sick.
I mean, he just tells me how sick he was.
Right.
So. And I mean, how can I be mad at Macho for being sick?
Right.
So yesterday night, I started getting a lot. Pretty much, I was kind of being told I was an asshole for taking time off. I should have given you more notice. I don't know how I didn't give you more notice, but
were you mad?
Well, I wasn't mad. I just kind of was confused. I mean,
right.
I guess I should have just said I was taking a vacation. 10 months. I was told that I went to the shows the whole time. I didn't go to one show. I actually had people do video just to try to get content while I was working the 14 hours. That all I did was party. I didn't party at all.
Well, first of all,
I'm not allowed to take vacations anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you.
I was told that my golf tournament I'm not allowed to go on, even though last year I didn't want the day off. I was told if I came in, I would be fired.
Yeah, you're right on that.
And I only wanted 1 hour to leave 1 hour early from the show. And I'm hoping that I'm still able to leave 1 hour early for the golf thing on Friday. If not, I will understand. Beach Metal Detectives, $10 super chat. And that pretty much, yeah, I'm just not allowed to take any days off unless the show's off.
Did you listen to everything yesterday, like in the morning?
I did. I didn't. Kind of.
You didn't want to go back through it?
Yeah, I was already doing it. 7-hour drive and listening to people text me. I was just like, I'm just going to.
Were they calling Bubba a jackass?
I wouldn't say they're calling him a jackass. They were pretty much almost hating on me a little bit.
Oh, geez.
Beach Metal Detective, $10.
I mean, Lummy, you completely misinterpreted the pulse of Chad and just the overall discord was. Everybody was mad at me. Everybody was mad at me for I was like listen. There comes a point where now I'm not saying that this is my mindset now. We're reflecting.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yes. Make sure you say we're reflecting.
We're reflecting.
We're not. This isn't what the law. Or see, I actually yesterday, after I met with Seth, came up with a kind of an employee guideline to time off.
Oh, nice.
Right now, we don't really have one. Right? We don't have a sick day policy. We don't have a personal day policy.
No maternity leave.
We don't have Weeble Wobble Lummy. I don't know if it's his name or not, but he gave me $20 on the PayPal. Thank you.
We have maternity leave
at the Bubba Army.
I got a day.
Yeah, Lummy, don't start.
Hold
with
on, no,
me.
I'm not. I'm being serious. Hold on. You
don't
said
start with me.
That was the policy. That's what it was.
Okay, I don't even have maternity leave. Okay,
Oh.
I don't have a policy with regards to that. Please.
Oh.
So Lummy, you being gone on Friday, Macho being gone on Friday, just completely gutted the show. The show may have been okay because we are so talented and we were able to be funny in some instances. Dan was in here. Seth was in here. Rat. We did our best. I think the show was okay. Just the logistics of the show and, just things that I need that you provide for me, I didn't get. And it just kind of really threw me off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of threw me off. Be like if you're what it was, like Seth, a quarterback really, really, really depends on his starting center because his starting center puts in the shotgun position, puts the ball same place every time.
And it takes a quarterback to develop a lot of trust with an ass like that,
Right. Where he puts the ball on his ass when the guy's under center is, that the quarterback center exchange becomes, a very, almost like a pair of gloves where your starting center, the guy you are used to, he puts it one place, and then your backup guy puts it in a different. So it's
absolutely, but it's one of the reasons the Bucs destroyed the Raiders in the Super Bowl 20 years ago, because their center went AWOL in Mexico, and they had a sub center in, and they sucked. It's catastrophic.
And hold on, and they put Sapp right in there to be disruptive.
Right.
And Sapp is the most disruptive, So now if you're a center, I got to worry about getting the ball back to my quarterback, but now I got to worry about this beast, one of the best in the league, just making me look stupid. So Sapp could play. Listen, Sapp could play nose. They line Sapp up on the nose a lot of times. Usually he was a tackle, but Lummy, if they would put him, if there was a weak center, they'd put Sapp on him because it would do two things. One, it freaked the center out, which usually caused him to make a mistake. And two, Sapp was the weakest link, so Sapp could probably get through there and get 2 or 3 sacks in a game.
Exactly.
He was so disruptive, so fast, so. And I don't even know, you were a team doctor when Sapp was there. I don't even know that he was really kind of a beast in the weight room. He was just farm, like Reggie White
Country
farm.
strong.
Yeah. I don't know that Sapp.
He was strong in the weight room. He just refused to lift weights. He was just naturally strong.
That's what I'm saying.
He was just naturally a gifted human being.
Like Marcus Jones lived in the weight room.
Right.
Derek Brooks lived in the weight room. Those guys lived in the weight room. But
Sapp told jokes in the weight room.
Sapp was like, yeah. Sapp, yeah, he didn't care. But he was just, oh my God.
And another difference between him and Gerald McCoy was that Sapp was mean and Gerald McCoy was nice.
Yeah, Sapp is mean.
Yeah.
Sapp
he said that's a requirement
mean.
to be a good nose tackle.
Sapp is straight ass mean.
Yeah.
His starting point with you is mean.
Yeah, Pete Diddy would have been a good nose guard.
Yeah, whatever.
If he was big. Was that kind of violent anger and disregard for the rest of the world, though, that makes
I don't think nose
defensive
guards
lineman.
have to put your girlfriends under covers and kick them. I don't think you got to be that mean.
But that's mean. They're mean.
So anyway, listen. So
Jason Linquist, $10, Bubba Army Alpha.
Oh yeah, by the way, I got the new. There's 3 new products right now in the Bubba Army shop, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army merch. Listen, the Alpha is in, and the Bubba Army Stanley inspired mug is in.
Nice.
And of course the koozies are in too. So 3 new products. I'll go through those momentarily. The Stanleys are to die for. They are to die for. They are badass. I think they're only $31.99 too.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Usually Stanleys are $49.99. Mine are $31.99, and I think the Alpha, Creed. Listen to this, Dan. In doing some Creed research, Creed was initially my Bubba Army Alpha Volume 24 men's cologne is Creed inspired. I took Creed Imperial and tried to emulate it. And upon doing research on the Creed cologne for men, I read, Dan, that it was made for like King Alexander III in the 1800s. That's why it's so expensive. That's why I think it's made in Australia, but it's literally a bottle of Creed in the Nordstroms and I don't even know there's Saks Fifth Avenues anymore. Are there?
Not around here.
Yeah, but in the Nordstroms and things like that, a bottle of men's Creed will cost you no less than $400.
Yep.
And so, again, it goes back to it was made for a king. I used to have 2 or 3 bottles of the real stuff, and so now instead of that, I'm just coming up with my own stuff. It's badass. We have sold a ton of them. I think we're gonna sell out of them.
That's awesome.
And listen, here I'm excited, as you know, Lummy. Now we're starting to get like Nikki Peeled, his wife Allie did an unboxing of the Air Bubba tennis shoes. I'm sorry, what does our buddy call them? The Fat Man Dunks. The Fat Man Dunks. Allie Peel did a unboxing of the Fat Man Dunks. please, Bubba Army, as you start to get your Bubba Army ones, your Bubba Air Bubba ones, Fat Man Dunks, as you start to get these in the mail, do unboxings. Also, do unboxings of your Bubba Army Alpha, and I'd like to know, like, take that first spray and spray it like on your neck or on your wrist or where it's very. You only need one spray, maybe two, but no more. It's very strong. It's very strong.
Just know Father's Day is coming up, so if you're looking to have a one-stop shop for all of your dad's needs, I would stop BubbaArmyStore.com.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
So listen, man, the Bubba Army Creed-inspired Alpha Volume 24. I'd like to see some unboxings of that. You guys get that to us that we'll post up on our Twitter and Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, X, various places, and to get what your general like Seth. I need to get Rio and Craig's reaction without the cuss words.
Oh yeah, no, I'll talk to them.
We have it. We just got to edit it. We just got to put a couple beeps in.
Yeah,
so
I'll talk to them.
I think they're like, ass, mother effer, damn, this S is cool. I want people's first reaction to when you smell Alpha, because I think you'll be like, whoa.
Should we take it out on the street and have Tuttle spray people?
Well, no,
chasing people down.
This is for. It's not for the masses.
Spritz here, spritz there.
It's
exclusive, man.
It's just for those that know. I didn't make enough bottles for just the general public to go out and buy some Alpha. I just made enough for the Bubba Army. So Bubba Army Alpha, is currently up. The koozie and the Stanley stuff. I'll go through that here momentarily. So Lummy,
I'm looking forward to a bottle of it.
Yeah,
I'll use it. I think it smells great.
So Lummy, Friday.
Yes.
It's a complete S storm. Usually you being gone, I got Mach. He can kind of fill in some of your stuff, but he was gone. He didn't even remote in. I thought he would remote in. I guess he was that sick. And you're out doing your thing, pre-approved. It's okay.
Well, at least can I say on the next time? If there is a next time, that Macho let me know. I could have remoted in for the first couple hours, just so you know.
Did you make good money this weekend?
Yes.
Good.
But I could have remoted in. I just wasn't sure.
Can you text me as to how much money you made? Because I got a lot of decisions to make here, and now has your wife heard of any of this hubbub? And what is I kind of would like to know what her opinion is. Is she like, oh my God, Bubba's being a dick about this? This is, you should be able to go up there and do that. Or is she saying like, man, I can kind of understand Bubba's position. You're a major part of the show now. Okay, I got that. Okay. And, I know that that's good money for our family, but, is it good enough money to potentially, you're a major, major part of the show, and maybe that's something that we should reconsider. I just want to know what her opinion is, because that has a lot to do with where I go.
I think she was wondering, too, on the clarification on, like, time off. Just because we normally don't, obviously, the only times I ever take off was for this trip. And then but
would everybody agree that the 8 days that you get for the what we have established here is that you get 8 days for all the national. You get January 1st, Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, Christmas, and New Year's Eve off. Those are 8 days. Everybody knows that, right? Paid. All days off are paid. And then you get about another 21 days off of my stuff. And if anybody wants to say, well, that's not fair that they got to take vacations when you take vacations. Listen, if you look at any major show, Stern, McAfee, like anybody that has a major staff, and I think Howard would probably be the template that we could probably most emulate, but that's the way big shows go.
Robin doesn't take a lot of time off with Howard there by himself.
The rule, and the reason why I know this, Dan, is because I
worked with them.
Worked there. The rule is you take your time off when your vacation is when Howard's vacation is. That's just the way it is. Boom. That's the way ours is too. So that's 21 days. And so that's 20 at least 21 days. So I mean so that's 4 weeks. The 8 days that you get for national holidays is 1.5, nearly 2 weeks. So just rolling around here and not taking any additional personal days or sick days, everybody gets about 6 weeks vacation. And that's very, very generous by any corporate. I mean, like, that's a lot of vacation for most people. Have to work at a business for 30 years to get 6 weeks vacation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like,
yeah.
So, like, you know, like,
I think, well, if you're asking what Ashley was thinking, we schedule our vacations around when you're off.
We have to. That's the rules.
I think she was saying like for.
Now, hold on, I'm not done. I'm not done. So that's what. Now, that 21 days is the minimal. I may take. I'm looking for another week. I'm going to probably take another week in the fall, which would be 5 days. So now that puts you at 26 days at plus 8. What's 26 plus 8?
34.
34 divided by 5. That's almost 7 weeks. That's almost 7 weeks vacation. You know, so.
Did Lummy make bank this weekend, Bubba?
Yeah, I mean, did all right. So here's what I'm going to add. Here's what gets added. You have to take your vacation. The majority of the vacation that you have to take has to be during the days. Well, besides the 8 national holidays, has to be the days that I take off. That's just the way it is. If you don't like, I mean, you can quit, but that's just the way it is. That's not. I don't think that is by any means, you know, mean or not fair or anything like that. Like, you know, if you're part of a show and the host of the show takes vacation, you have to take vacation. And you're not just a sound grip or a cameraman, but you are part of the show, right? Like, you know, you're not, you know, a parking attendant, you're actually a co-host on that show, then it's expected that your vacations are around the host's vacations. That's just the industry. And if anybody in chat's going to be a dick about it, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm not even going to read your nonsense. I got a whole other thing with you guys, bunch of dicks. So, in addition to my vacation days that you get, in addition to the 8 days of national holidays that you get, I'm going to give each person 4 personal days. You get 4 personal days to use however you wish. I just have to have at least a 2-week notice.
That's fair. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now you also get 3 sick days. So you get 3 sick days and 4 personal days. Now, the difference between a personal day and a sick day is a sick day, you don't have to have as much notice. It could literally be morning of, and you're throwing up, you're not feeling good, you know, something like that. That obviously would be a sick day. You know, you taking little Phoebe to Disney World 3 weeks from now, hopefully you plan that with me. That'd be a personal day.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so there you go. So, Lummy, you could have used, moving forward,
yes,
you could have used your 2 days as 2 personal days. And there's nobody's in trouble.
No harm, no foul.
That's the policy. And I think that's, now if you add 7, so that's, okay, we were at 30, what?
8 weeks of vacation.
We were 30 what?
You were 34.
Yeah, and so at
41.
Now we're at 41. We're how many?
That's 6 full weeks.
No, that's
but it's really
7.
It's really 7 weeks. 8 weekdays, yeah. Because 8 times 5 is 40.
Yeah, that's 8. That's 2 months vacation.
Jeez.
I don't want to hear it everybody else can suck my D if you don't think that for a mom and pop small business, that's not fair.
That's like what teachers get.
I mean, 8 weeks vacation. If you were to take 3 sick days, 4 personal days, the 26 days that I take off, and the 8 national holidays, you will have taken 1 day, 8 weeks, and 1 day. Now, you know what? Everybody can my D. If I don't want to hear anybody say that I'm a dick, I'm hard to work for, it's all about you, you're a oh my God, Lummy's the best, how can you do this to Lummy? I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. In fact, you know what you should be doing is you should be saying, God damn, Bubba, for a one-man operation, that you know what, you're actually pretty, that's pretty damn fair.
It is.
Now the other thing is this. And I'm going to leave this one with a hard one for you. Bitch, everybody can suck my D on this one. Because as you think, and I was mad at Lummy. I was. Because I was over here scrambling. Monday wasn't as bad because I had Mach here. But Friday I was freaked. I was like Bubba Bird, and I was throwing it up, and I was like, I'm supposed to hit 3 out of every 10 3-pointers, and I'm bricking everything. I'm 0 for 50, getting our ass kicked. And I'm I'm freaking.
Bubba Green's erased $20.
And I'm taking it out on Lummy, and I'm mad at Lummy, and I'm like, Jesus, Lummy, why would you pick some stupid music festival over the show? And I'm looking at it my way. I'm looking at it, and through my glasses, and I'm mad as hell. And even yesterday I was mad as hell. I was like, man, the decision I would have made is I'm loyal to the show first. Screw this music festival, even though it's good money. I make pretty good money at, I mean, listen, let's not forget, man, you're in the 8 weeks vacation that you get, it's paid. Like, it's paid. Like, it's not just 8 weeks, it's paid. So that cost me quite a bit of money. That's a benefit that is got some value to it.
Absolutely.
So anyway, Lummy, I was mad. I was like, man, I know you make a couple $1,000 for this thing, but I mean, Jesus.
Nim Alpa's here, $9.99. Ordered Alpha.
So thank you. So I was mad, and I was mad up until I talked to F Boy. So I go to talk to F Boy yesterday. You know what F Boy says?
What?
I almost came unglued until he calmed me down. He goes, Sponjo. You know what? In full disclosure, I've been talking to Seth about being the executive producer on the show, actually giving him that title to kind of just oversee everything. He's not really anybody's boss, but he's kind of the glue that keeps things together. Lummy, kind of helping you, helping Rhett, helping Mach. You guys are just, nobody works for anybody, but just entitle. I was thinking about that.
Yeah.
We've been talking about it for a couple weeks. And you know what Seth says? He says, you know what? I think you should not be mad about this. I think you should realize that Lummy really kind of is the glue that keeps a lot of this together. And I actually think that you should name him executive producer. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? What?
You liked it, though.
And then you go, just sit down. Because I was standing up in the studio, pacing like Dan. And he goes, just sit down and think about it. Think how hard he works. Think about all the things he does. Think about...
Well, he knows everything that's going on
right,
here.
And then Seth kind of self-deprecated himself, and he goes, listen, I can be gone, and you're going to miss, now my podcasting duties have since elevated me to a whole different set of responsibilities, but prior to that, I'm a chimer inner, keep things funny, keep things flowing, blah, blah, blah. But if I didn't have my podcast responsibility, I give you a few articles. I get the hell out of here by 10:15 if I wanted to. On days that I'm not podcasting, I can shoot a few buckets, a couple layups, and get the hell out of here.
Absolutely.
If I wanted to. And he's like, but Lummy can't. Lummy busts his ass. Lummy takes care of the goats.
Wow, here's some
like Lummy just, Lummy is the glue, and you need to realize what he means to you, and you need to make him the executive producer. So Lummy, guess what?
Yes,
not
sir.
only am I not mad at you,
Thank you.
but I'm going to give you an additional raise.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know how big it's going to be, but it's going to be a little something. We all just got raised. You guys all just got raises,
Yes.
but it's going to be an additional raise, and you now. And if you'd like to get new cards made, I'll make them. But you're now you are now the executive producer of the show.
Thank
Congratulations,
you, Bubba.
Wow.
Lummy, but damn it, Bubba,
Thank
we
you.
just got business cards made. Now we gotta get new business
Well, just Lummies.
We'll just cross out Anna's stuff.
Yeah.
I just cross out on us.
A magic marker.
So, Lummy, I mean, I'm authorizing you to get new business cards.
Thank you.
And congrats, Lummy. And if you need anything, let me know, man.
Thank you.
And here's the thing. I lean on Seth.
I will.
Like, because, Seth probably has the most experience of having that position, and I was going to give it to him, but he's like, man, Lummy's the young gun, and he, like, he's
so entrenched with everything in the BRN that I know that he can produce content, obviously, but I just want to help him any way I can. But I mean, he has the workload of a producer.
Yeah.
So I felt like,
and that's what an executive producer does. They do everything.
And so Lum.
That's why I don't want to be it anymore, Dan.
But Seth said, hey, lean on him, let him help you. Let him, if he sees something that you're missing, he'll chime in on you. But also lean on him with regards to, if you got a question. But Lummy, I'm not only not mad at you. I mean, my Lord, how soft have I gotten?
Wow,
I gave
he gives
everybody
you the double tall man, and you give him a new title.
Yeah. I mean,
look at this. People are going crazy though. Unlike yesterday when they wanted us all to die.
Yeah, they wanted me to be on that helicopter with the guy from Iran.
Neil Malpazir, $50 on the syndicated.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Right now.
The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.